So
job, Kevin.
we have Kevin Holland here, who's headlining LFA 13 on Friday on Access TV, and of course the next day is the UFC 212 card. So some great MMA action coming your way. All right, Goes, what do you have for Kevin Holland?
Kevin, this is the main event. It's kind of every kid's dream, right? When we're all messing around playing, we want to be in that NBA Finals, the Super Bowl, a main event of a fight card. You get to do it. How many times do you sit around and just play this out in your head? And when you do, is the finish always the same?
No, you know what? I literally never play this out in my head. Maybe when it was my first time being main event, but my second amateur fight as for MMA, I was main event for that card. You know, so it's like I've always had that flair, I've always had that personality. So, you know, when they tell me it's main event, you know, I feel like what else should it be? You know, and it's like it's no pressure. You know, to me, I feel like that's exactly where I should be. You know, anywhere else, and that's a disgrace. You know, I mean, like if I'm not fighting for the belt, you know, something's wrong. You know, I want it all. You know, so it's never any pressure. I never think about it over and over again. I simply step up and do what I'm supposed to do.
You mentioned this yourself, that not all of your finishes are in that first round. Can you talk a little bit about how it is that you blend that patience with the explosion?
You know what? I started off doing Kung Fu, so, you know, you wait for the kill. You know, you can smell the kill, you know, and if the kill is not there, I'm not the type of guy who's going to try and jump all on it. You know, I did that. I was 4-0. I went into my 5th pro fight thinking that I can just finish anybody in the world from anywhere. And I did that, and I lost the fight with a decision because the whole time I'm looking for the kill, and the guy was just looking to play, pussyfoot. And I was like, you know, so I couldn't put him away because he was playing around the whole time. But I've learned after that, you know, I learned that, you know, the kill is going to come regardless. When you're this long, you're this strong, you're this fast, this damn good, it's going to come to you, you know. It's going to come.
You've got a solid record. You have a win streak going. You're in the main event of an LFA card. Back in the day, RFA or LFC, they were putting a lot of fighters. Now they're LFA combined. They're putting a lot of fighters in the UFC. Do you see this as basically, I guess, your final exam before you move on to the UFC or another big organization?
It would be hard. It's hard to believe that somebody like Curtis is my final exam. You know. So no, I believe it's just another stepping stone. You know, I believe it's another pawn on the chessboard that I simply have to sacrifice to get to where I need to be. Yeah, it's a big time show. Yeah, it's a big card, but it's not the biggest. You know, it's like not fighting for a title Friday night. You know, it's their first time coming to Cali. They're really just experimenting. You know, the way I feel is I've got to be the best experiment dummy in the world right now. And I just have to take advantage of that and show them that it's no fluke when you come to California. You know, fireworks happen and dreams do come true. But if the dream of going to the UFC happens after this fight, I think not. You know, I'm only going to be 10-2. You know, they keep mentioning record. So I see a couple more fights after this. And I have no problem with that.
Honest and raw. I love it. Kevin, this was great talking to you, man. We really appreciate your time, and good luck on Friday. Hopefully we can catch up again.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hey, and it's an honor to be able to do an interview with MMA Chuck, guys.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right, folks, there you have it. Kevin Holland fighting on Friday on Access TV. 9 p.m. Eastern Time is the beginning of that fight card. It's also it's also Michael Chavello's last show. You can follow Kevin on Twitter at underscore what is that? Underscore Trailblazer. He wrote Ho. Oh yeah, for Holland. There you go. I'm like, what? Ho_Trailblazer. We'll be right back after this break.